If you're unsure whether or not you really need a Medicare supplement plan, this video will help you decide. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of getting a Medicare supplement plan. We'll dive into the out-of-pocket costs that you will have to pay if you have just traditional Medicare and no supplemental plan. And then we'll talk about how to determine if you need or should get a Medicare supplement plan. My name is Stephanie Apt. I am a licensed independent insurance broker. I like to make these videos to answer some of my most frequently asked questions. And if you find value in the video, please click the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Definitely leave any questions, comments for me below. I love to hear what you have to say. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Medigap or Medicare Supplement Insurance, those two words mean the same thing. So you'll hear me use them interchangeably. If you're not familiar, then you've come to the right place. We have lots of videos all about Medigap, Medicare Supplement Plan, so be sure to check those out. But the purpose of today's video is to help you decide whether you really need a Medicare Supplement Plan or not. And the two main parts to Medicare are Parts A and B. That's what we call traditional Medicare or original Medicare. And Part B is the part of Medicare that isn't free. Most people have to pay a premium to be on Part B. A lot of people aren't aware of that until they're actually eligible for Medicare, but Medicare isn't free. So to be on Part B, you're going to pay a premium of $164.90 per month in 2023. You may pay more if you are a high income earner. So check out this video to learn a little bit more about that. And a lot of people are surprised to find out that not only is Medicare not free, but it doesn't cover 100% of your hospital and medical bills. You still have out-of-pocket responsibility that you have to pay. If you go with straight traditional Medicare, Parts A and B, and no supplemental insurance coverage, here is what you can expect to have to pay if you do get sick, if you do have to go to the hospital, doctor, etc. Let's talk about Part A first, which is your hospital coverage. Now, under Medicare Part A, for an inpatient hospital stay, you have to meet a deductible of $1,600 per benefit period. So not an annual deductible, it's per 60-day benefit period. So it resets. And this is the amount that you have to pay before your Part A hospital coverage kicks in. Now, after you've satisfied this deductible, Medicare Part A covers your inpatient hospital stay. But if you've been in the hospital more than 60 days, you do have to start paying a daily co-insurance amount on top of that deductible. So you'll be responsible to pay $400 per day for days 61 through 90. And then beyond day 90, using your lifetime reserve days, you'll pay $800 per day. Now, for skilled nursing facility care, also covered by Medicare Part A, this is different than long-term care, but skilled nursing facility care, Medicare will cover the first 20 days in a skilled nursing facility. And then after that, you'll be responsible to pay $200 per day for days 21 through 100. Now, some of the biggest out-of-pocket costs associated with traditional Medicare come when we're talking about Medicare Part B. Now, Medicare Part B covers not only your doctor's office visits and outpatient services, but it also covers many non-self-administered drugs, injections, and infusions that you receive in a provider setting. So things like chemotherapy, other expensive infusions, those are generally covered under Medicare Part B. So in 2023, the Medicare Part B deductible is $226 per year. That's an annual deductible, resets every January 1st. You have to pay the first $226 of your medical Part B expenses before your Part B coverage kicks in. And after you've met that deductible, Part B pays 80% of your medical services, and you have to pay the other 20%. But you have to pay the full 20%. There's no cap or out-of-pocket limit on that spending. So if, God forbid, you're getting chemotherapy or one of these incredibly expensive Part B treatments, you do have to pay the full 20% in full if you have traditional Medicare with no supplemental insurance. So I think that knowing these potential out-of-pocket costs is one of the biggest steps in deciding if you need a Medicare supplement plan. Some people hear about those out-of-pocket costs and they think, I don't ever want to have to deal with that, so I want to look into a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan to cover all of those out-of-pocket costs and I'll just pay an additional monthly premium every month for my supplement plan, but I know that I won't be hit with any surprise big medical bills. And if that sounds like you, then I would recommend looking into Medicare supplement plans in your area. Alternatively, if you decide that you're comfortable with that out-of-pocket exposure and taking that risk, and you're considering going with just traditional Medicare without any supplemental coverage, you do want to keep in mind that Medicare supplement plans are typically medically underwritten plans. So what that means is that you have to answer health questions. You have to medically qualify for a Medicare supplement plan. The insurance company could deny you based on your health or if you have any upcoming treatments that haven't been performed. In most states, you only have one opportunity to purchase a Medicare supplement plan without this medical underwriting, and that's when you first turn 65 or you enroll in Medicare Part B for the first time. So you have a 6-month window when you can purchase any Medicare supplement plan you want without any medical underwriting. But after that, in most states, you do have to health qualify if you want to buy a Medicare supplement plan later on. A lot of people are not aware of that. Now, if you really like the idea of having some type of supplemental coverage to help cap your potential medical out-of-pocket spending, but the idea of paying an extra monthly premium for a Medicare supplement plan is just not going to work in your budget, then you may want to explore Medicare Advantage plans or Part C of Medicare. And I have several videos that talk all about how Medicare Advantage plans compare to Medicare supplement plans and kind of the pros and cons of those options. So I'm going to link those below. Be sure to watch them if you are considering Medicare Advantage plans as an alternative to a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan, because there are some big differences there. Here in my office, we work with both Medicare Advantage plans and Medicare supplement plans, so we are able to take a more unbiased approach when it comes to helping you find the best plan for your needs. So please don't hesitate to give us a call. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have and provide you with free, no obligation Medicare supplement rate quotes for your area. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video helped you decide whether or not you really need a Medicare supplement plan. Please leave any additional questions you might have for me below as well. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and we'll see you soon.